Oh yeah, got a metal build, Freedom Gundam Concept 2. Yeah, I actually picked this up from Comic Con. I was there as a professional, and yeah, I actually got a matching Justice Gundam as well, but that would be on a separate video. So let's just take a look at this one, and I hope my AC is not too loud because it's quite hot. So anyways, let's take a look at the box. It's quite nice design, gold foil for the letterings and stuff. And not much on the side here, just an extension of the other image on the back. Product shots galore. Really nice rendition of Freedom Gundam. And not much there. What is this? Oh yeah, just more of the Freedom Gundam, and not much at the top there. So just a quick comparison with the MG kit here. So this one is Freedom Gundam version 2.0. It's Gundam base limited, but that's a very standard size. But yeah, so as you can see here, the metal build is smaller in all dimensions actually. So, but it's heavy. Well, it's empty now, but it's heavier than the Gundam base limited Freedom Gundam version 2.0. And yeah, I just wanted to show that quickly, and then let's go back to opening this box. So yeah, let's open it up. Quite easy. Not much of a tape. Oh, so the first. Oh, okay. So we'll just grab all the stuff. So this is what's inside the box. You have the Gundam itself in the styrofoam box with this cardboard covering with a tape on it, and a plastic clamshell or tray for all the accessories. Here what we have are a bunch of hands. So I think there are, how many is that? 5 pairs of hands. And then you have the gun there, a shield, that's not a shield, and the wings, and then the side blasters, I think, and the swords. And then you have a pretty beefy stand here, and then your sabers, is that what it's called? I can't remember. And Gundam itself. So we open it up, and it has this. Oh, okay. Protective plastic there. Some styrofoam bits. Ooh, some nice. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that is really nice. It's pretty heavy, of course, because there's a bunch of metals. Never had a metal build before. I do have quite a few Gundam fixed figuration on the same scale, and yeah, this is definitely heavier. Even though that one also has some metal components, but not as much as this guy. Yeah, so really love the colors, how shiny it is, and then the metallic pieces of paint. Okay, he's pretty awesome. So let's put him on the side there. Let's open us. Take more closely at the accessories here. That's the gun. This is very nice. like all the different colors here. You know, it's like purple. The tip here is like gold, and the bottom here. And obviously the white, the blue, the gray. More gold here, more purple here, and the letterings over there. But yeah, it's a nice looking gun. Let's look at the shield. Oh man, the glossiness and the sparkliness of the paint. I mean metallic paint. That's pretty awesome. Even this right here is not the same as the one here. It's like gunmetal gray. More the purple, metallic purple. And then the metallic gold here. You can adjust the handle. But yeah, it's a nice looking shield. What about the wings? Has some plastic bits. I was afraid that it might feel a bit flimsy, but not too much. I mean, obviously it's very thin. But yeah, look at the little part there. That's all die cast. Obviously you can do this. This thing has a lot of sharp points. It's very sharp. Not so sharp. Very sharp. Very sharp. And yeah, I almost like poke my fingers because it's quite sharp. So be careful with that one. But it looks really nice. And then obviously you can really spread it on. That's really nice. Check out one of these guys. Very nice looking. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. This one's all plastic, but it still has some nice details and paint all over it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, and the probably the stand. Yeah. Pretty beefy stand. Let's put it together. You might need the stand, so I'm just putting it out there. Alright, so before we put them together, let's just check out his articulation here. For the head, it's in a ball joint, so you can pop it off. There's also the neck, and his, I guess, collar moves as well. So there's a lot of movements you can do there. Now for the arms, you can swing it all the way around. 360. You have to be careful not to hit anything else, but yeah, it goes all the way around and it goes to the side. Like I said, this thing can move around, so you don't have to worry about that. The elbow is double jointed, so the joints are pretty tight though, so pretty much like 180. I think the swivels, oh no, actually there is, it's just really tight, so it's right at the shoulder, near just below, right below the shoulder. You can move this one as well. Obviously, the arms is in a ball joint too. You can pop it off to change it to the other hands. And what else? Oh, he can crunch his abs down. Oh, that's pretty nice. He can swivel just a tiny bit. Actually, no, not just a tiny bit. That's a pretty good amount of swivel at the waist. You can move the skirt armor here, like this. So pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can do the splits. The joints are pretty tight, and then pretty much all the way to the front, even higher. So you can do that nice front kick, and obviously multiple joints on the knees here, and this thing separates when you bend it. So that's pretty nice, and you have some exposed details there. So that's cool. And this one opens up too, and then you get it's like spring loaded or something. But yeah, the feet can move as well, side to side, up and down. The toes, again, very tight joints, which is to be expected from a brand new figure. Alright, so there you go. Let's put him down and put the parts on him. Let's start with these guys. I don't really know what the name for this is, but yeah, you can put the beam saber on here. Oh, okay, sorry. There you go. And this thing goes on the left, or my left, his right. Cool. Now let's do the other side. Let's see. There's kind of notches here. And you snap it in there. There you go. And it just pegs into the side. There. Ooh. Until you hear this satisfying click. Alright, next one up is the wings, or the wings. So it has a clip like this. It goes in the back. Very straightforward. Pretty snug, but yeah, you're looking pretty good. You just have to make sure he's balanced and it doesn't fall on his back. But the good thing is the wings are not that heavy, and the figure itself is pretty heavy. So I guess what we can do is attach the shield. Oh, interesting. It's a whole like armature there, so we can turn around, do this. Alright, so that's your shield. And let's give him his gun, although we need to replace his hands first. Let's grab one of the gun holding hand. So alright. So there you go. So alright. let's clean him up and take a look. Oh yeah, he looks very good, all armed up. But we'll put him on a stand and give him some poses. Let's just take a look at him. Like how just there's so many different kind of colors and and shininess and things on all over him basically. So yeah. Whoa, cool. And so what I do notice is that the heel doesn't really. Right now he's basically standing on his heel because it's kind of back heavy, right? But yeah, he kind of just rocks. But so if you want to put him on the stand there's a couple adapters. So this one just pegs at the bottom, and then this thing pegs at the back, the bigger one. So then obviously we can put it on here. So this stand is pretty interesting. It has this button, right? So right now it just freely moves, but if you press this, it locks it, and you can press it again to release it on the other side, that is. So that's pretty neat. And then this particular one just attaches from the bottom. There you go. So it's quite secure. Oh yeah, that looks pretty nuts. It's actually a lot of work to get him in this kind of pose, because when you look at the instructions, there's a lot of warnings, delicate things like that when you're trying to move the wings and I guess you could say the cannons on his shoulders. Yeah, you really have to be careful because these are really thin plastic and very sharp. The nice thing about it, the cannons on the shoulder, you can open up like this and reveal more details like that. On the other side, I just kind of left it like, all closed so you can see the difference. But yeah, that looks really nice. And then obviously, the waist cannons there, fully extended. What else? If you look at the back here, you can see how that thing is organized. I don't think I mean, it could be better, but more, the posing here. But yeah, but damn, that looks awesome. It looks pretty badass. So that's definitely a centerpiece. But yeah, actually he has another weapon. There's double-sided beam saber, Darth Maul style. But yeah, I guess you could use it. I mean, Justice Gundam has something similar, so we'll see. But yeah, I kind of like with a blaster in this kind of pose. But anyways, maybe I'll recreate the pose that was on the box. Anyways, final thoughts. Well, it looks wicked. It's really dense. All the metal, the difference in colors, and how glossy and shiny it is. All the metallic bits and pieces here and there. I mean, paint that is, but overall, lots of metal, and the wings, the cannons. It just looks really good. And yeah, I mean, I paid $290 for this, US dollars. That is. Is it worth it? It's hard to say. Alright, so let's just do some quick comparisons here. Let's bring in Gundam fixed figuration metal composite Z Plus. This one's also pretty crazy looking, and they're, you know, obviously they're like the same scale, so they're about the same size. But this one's really bulky because of all the boosters. But the Freedom Gundam metal build has more presence, I guess, because it's very shiny with all the metal and glossy paint. But this thing is still really nice, and you know, you can convert it to multiple versions of this design. And yeah, so that's basically that. Alright, let's bring in a DX Chigokin Voltus 5 here. Mainly because this also has a bunch of metal in it, and I think they're supposed to be in the same kind of you know, price range. I paid about $200 for this back in the day. This is obviously $290, like I said earlier. But yeah, this is quite heavy, a lot of metal components, just like the metal build there. And yeah, that looks good. Cool. You know what? Let's bring in an MG. I haven't built a Freedom Gundam yet, so I'm just bringing in one of mine that I have in hand, which is Zeta Gundam version 2.0. Obviously, they're about the same scale, although Zeta Gundams, well, that series typically have bigger Gundams, or mobile suits in general. But yeah, you know, this one I didn't do a lot of work in this one. You know, after building it, just panel linings, obviously some stickers, and a coat of matte paint, clear spray paint. But even then, you know, it took a lot of time, and that's why I really like this metal build concept, and even like the Gundam fixed figuration metal composites. But that's always the problem, finding the time. You know, work, kids, yeah. But yeah, so if you have you know, that much time, then yeah, this is a good option. Anyways, I'm just rambling now. I'm just looking at this Freedom Gundam concept too, and yeah, I just can't help it. I just be mesmerized by it. Anyways, I'll do another video for the Justice Gundam, and hopefully you guys come back for that. Bye now.